John 3:32. Et quod vidit et audivit, hoc testatur, et testimonium eius nemo accipit. And what he has seen and heard, concerning this he bears witness, and no one receives or accepts his testimony or his witness. This is again a relatively straightforward verse, but let's mark first of all a couple of vowel quantities so we can pronounce it correctly. Et quod vidit, remember video, videre, vidi. First person singular perfect active indicative from which the whole perfect system is formed from that stem. Et audivit. Vidit et audivit. Et quod vidit et audivit, that which, neuter, singular, accusative, that which he saw and heard. So remember, we're still talking about the Son of God here. This is continuing the quotation of John the Baptist. That which he saw and heard, hoc. Now, hoc is corresponding to quod here. These are describing the same things. This thing, testatur, he bears witness about, or he bears witness concerning this, or he testifies, if you like, concerning this thing. Testatur. Testatur. Testatur is from the verb testor, testari. And if you are alert to the different kinds of infinitives, you will notice right away, this is a deponent verb, a verbum deponens. You should get in the habit of asking yourself, what does deponent mean every time you see one? Well, it means forma passiva sensus activus. That is passive in form, active in meaning. That's the definition that I use in my classes, and it seems to be helpful in terms of remembering how deponent verbs work. That is to say, deponent verbs kind of masquerade as passive verbs, but they're not really passive. They're to be translated actively, so don't be fooled by those forms. Testatur, in terms of the sense, third person singular, present active indicative, from testor, bear witness, give testimony, make a declaration. This word was frequently used, for instance, in forensic contexts in the Roman world. That is, scenes taking place in courts where evidence was given. And of course, that's a similar sort of sense here, at least metaphorically. What he saw and what he heard concerning this, again, we don't need a preposition in Latin to indicate this relationship. You just testify or bear witness concerning something. In the accusative case, you can do that easily enough. He bears witness concerning this, and no one, nemo, accepts or receives his testimonium. And of course, you can see the etymological relationship there between testimonium and the verb testor. One more thing we want to know here, just to help you remember nemo. I think I've mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. Nemo is a contraction of ne homo, which means, of course, nullus homo, no person at all, no one. If it helps you, you can remember that in Latin translations of the Odyssey, this is what Odysseus would say, or Ulysses, to give him his Roman name, as he was escaping from the cave of the Cyclops. And the Cyclops asks him, well, what is your name? And Ulysses tells him, my name is nobody, Nemo. Or you can think of Captain Nemo, or Nemo the fish, if you like.